Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Aquarius. This is going to be your reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And this reading will be your 2022 love and general reading. This reading is also going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, if you have a 5th house in Aquarius, if you have a 7th house in Aquarius, and if you have a Jupiter in Aquarius, and this reading is going to be for you. Now, first and foremost, Aquarius, I'm wishing you all a fantastic new year filled with abundance, joy and prosperity, and hope the new year has started off well for you. I'm going to be also using a different system to what I've used before in previous readings. I'm going to be using the house system, and I find this system quite intriguing, quite interesting. So let's get cracking on with your reading and let's find out what is in store for the year ahead. Now, for the first card we have the Lovers card, but I covered it up, right? So this is going to represent how you will be projecting yourself to others, your appearance, your identity, and how you will express yourself, how you will be seen by others. Now, I feel like with this Gemini energy, you will be seen as someone that is very approachable, someone that is, very for the people, especially in regards to your community. So you may actually be a very important figure within your community. You will be known within your community, and especially with what's going on in the world right now, it may require you to stay quite local. But during yourself being local, I am picking up an energy of you maybe starting up some sort of movement, because the Lovers card, which we have here, it does represent Gemini energy, and Geminis are the communicators of the zodiac. They are ruled by the planet Mercury. Excuse me. As that's like Spirit saying, you got to mention Virgo too. Yes, Virgos are also ruled by the planet Mercury, and Geminis also rule early learning. Okay, and in regards to doing something in the areas of learning, I feel like you may be teaching others. Okay, I get a sense that you will be using your voice to help others, to create a movement, to start up a movement within your community. So people will be looking at you, or when people think of you, I should say, people will be thinking of you as a person that is a very important figure within the community. Your voice is going to have so much power and so much your voice is going to help uplift others. Your voice is going to inspire others, is what I'm picking up. You will definitely be networking with others also. This could especially be in the areas of social media. So I feel like if it's not in your exact community, for wherever you are based, this will be on social media platforms. This is the energy of you creating some sort of movement, is what I'm picking up. So even if you're not very active within your local area, you'll be very active on your social media platforms. You may feel or see a boom on your social media platforms. You may gain a lot of followings overnight, etc., is what I'm picking up. Whatever you are wanting to create, whatever you are wanting to do in regards to getting your voice out there, you will be recognized. So when people think of you, they'll be thinking of you as someone that is a powerful speaker, a communicator, a networker, etc., being well known for what you do. It's a very positive start, Aquarius. Now, the second card we have is in regards to your money, your work and your income. So we have the Knight of Wands. So this is opposite to how we first started your reading. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, and Sagittarius and Gemini actually oppose each other. So I feel like excuse me, you will be in the energies of someone that will always be on the go. So your work will require you to travel, is what I'm picking up right here with the Knight of Wands. So you may not stay in one place. Some of you could be traveling abroad. Some of you could have connections overseas. Some of you could be doing things such as import. I'm definitely picking up the energy of higher education, because Sagittarius do rule the ninth house, and ninth house rules higher learning, philosophy, spirituality, and higher education. And I definitely thought, in regards to you, Aquarius, the areas of communication is definitely going to be a focus point for you this year, because I was reading in one of my astrology books. It's very interesting, right? And there was a part where it mentioned about, yes, as we know, Geminis are ruled by Mercury, as is Virgo. But so moving forward, when you think about the archetype of learning and, education, Sagittariuses fall into that realm as well, because they rule the higher learning. So Geminis is seen as, early learning, what you learn when you're younger. So say, for instance, you can put that in the category of going to nursery, going to preschool, and then Virgo comes into the energies of, say, high school or even college, right? Or your first job. And then Sagittarius energy is like, well, I'll go back to the Virgo part. I'll say it's more in the energies of like going to high school or college. And then Sagittarius energy is more of going to university, doing your master's, PhD. And then Pisces is all about learning about self. What have we learned during all those, cycles that we've experienced through Gemini, through Virgo? Now, we're having to face self and learn our lessons, and what have we taught ourselves, what have we learned, right? So that's the way I look at it. That's the way I interpreted it when I read what I read, and that's the way it was interpreted to me anyway. And going back to the reading, it just expresses to me that you could actually be some sort of tutor, some sort of mentor. You are definitely going to be using your voice to teach others, going back to that Sagittarius energy, which represents, higher learning, philosophy. You could be, joining two forces together, in a sense of bringing two worlds together, bringing, two different parts of maybe specific people that you may not generally connect with on a day-to-day basis, but you will still be, and I'm picking up that Oprah energy, because Oprah has got a moon in Sagittarius, so some of you may have a Sagittarius moon also, and she's in Aquarius as well, right? But it's about bringing two worlds together and making each world that you bring together understand where you're coming from, okay? And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be tutors, but I do feel that for you, your focal point this year is going to be through you communicating with others through speech. Some of you are going to be well known for your voice. Some of you could actually decide, I want to be a voice actor. That's for some of you, right? Some of you may decide to create your own podcast, and this could actually blow up. Some of you could also decide to make money through traveling, exports, definitely feeling that energy of traveling to be a tutor of some sort. So some of you could actually be a university tutor. Some of you could decide to teach online as well, because Sagittariuses are going through their third house transit, which is ruled by Gemini, and that is also it is also a ruling point for like the internet, yes, your neighborhood, your siblings, etc. Some of you could actually connect with siblings and create your own business. There's definitely going to be a movement with you. You're going to be on the go. There's an energy of you actually not just having one business. Some of you could be starting a business, but I feel like you're going to get a lot of different businesses off the ground, but you will be very busy. It's going to be an energy of you having to maybe connect with people, like I mentioned before, that you haven't necessarily connected with in the past, but joining forces with these individuals to help bring your movement alive, right? This is also an energy of you, definitely being well known on social media for what you do and being very present and just high energized is what I'm picking up, connecting with different people that are as electric as yourself, and creating a buzz, creating an atmosphere is what I'm picking up. Very exciting energy. Okay, so let's move on to the third card, which is ruled by Gemini. So this is about your thinking, your siblings, communication, social activity, neighbors, social media, and early education. So we have the 9 of Wands. So to me, this speaks about either you coming out of a period of isolation from your siblings, etc. Some of you may not have been quite active in regards to connecting with siblings, or some of you may have decided that you don't want to necessarily socialize with anyone from your neighborhood, etc. Maybe due to what's going on in the world right now. But I feel more so that if you have felt that you are in isolation from siblings, etc., this is an energy of you wanting to come out, because number 9 represents endings. 9 represents endings, and you may have been in this 9 of Wands like energy. So this does speak about you coming out of this energy and wanting to actually connect again with siblings and neighbors that you haven't seen in a long time. For others of you, if this has been going on for a while, then unfortunately this actual energy may still remain, where you could be in hibernation from siblings, etc., or siblings could be in hibernation from you. This has more to do with maybe with what's going on in the world, and hopefully fingers crossed this ends very soon. But this speaks about not anything detrimental. This could also speak about maybe you having a lot going on, which we can see with the Knight of Wands with work, etc., and your siblings having a lot going on as well, and maybe feeling as though you can't find the time, but wanting to find the time. So if that is the case, then it's about making time. And also in regards to communication and social activities, I get a sense that yes, you are going to be very busy, Aquarius. However, you're going to keep your things and your business on the down low, right? It's going to be a busy year, yes, of you networking, connecting. For some of you, you may travel, so this could also be why you're not connecting as much with your siblings or with your neighbors as you may have done in the past, as much as you may have done in the past. So this can also speak about you laying low with the 9 of Wands is what I'm picking up. Whatever you're focused on, whatever you're working on, because I'm focused on that 9 energy, and yes, Sagittarius do rule the 9th house. I feel like you're going to be so wrapped up in work that you may only have a little time for socializing, because you're going to have a lot going on, and at the same time you may try to keep your projects under wraps. Okay, now in regards to social media, like I said, you may have a lot of social media platforms that you have on the go, and you may find it quite overwhelming because there's so much going on. So you may actually get a PA, or because you will be in demand this year is what I'm hearing. You will get like a PA, you will, or if you're not thinking of, this could be an area where you should be actually focusing on maybe getting like a PA or someone that can help you, because you may feel and find that you're getting too much emails. You have to answer this one, you have to answer that one, and it's gonna to me it may get a little bit chaotic, and you may just want to just shut off the world. So if you are feeling in that energy, then it may be worthwhile, Aquarius, to get some help from outsiders so that you can focus on other projects, etc. And that could also be in regards to so that you can make time for friends and family and neighbors, etc. Okay, so there's also an energy of you maybe not wanting to start something new, right? There could be a fear of maybe wanting to start a project, but feeling like, oh, it's going to be too much work. You know, there's something that you may want to start, like some sort of education that could help you with your creative, you know, projects at the moment. But at the same time, you may feel like, I'm taking too much on, but this is something that I really, really want to do, but I just can't find the time, or I don't think I can do it, or there's a lot of self-doubt there. So again, if you are feeling in that energy, then it may be worthwhile to actually, you know, get maybe a mentor, or get, you know, someone that can take care of other things for you that will ease the load for you to then focus on this project that you may really want to start, that can actually help you in the long term, right? So let's move on to the fourth card, which represents your home, your roots, self-care, emotions, children, and women. So we got Queen of Wands. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. Some of you got a Leo moon. I know Megan the Stallion. I said that right, guys, right? Megan the Stallion has a Leo moon and she's Aquarius. So some of you are really going to be focusing on, you know, self-care, beautifying yourself, regaining that confidence that you may have felt that you lost for a long time. This is about, for some of you, I'm hearing like a transformation, or if you do have like a fire moon placement, then this part of your, you know, chart, I feel, will be exuding more so than even your sun sign. And I know that Aquarius are going through their first house transit, you know, which is all about self, okay? Starting up movements, etc., connecting with others, you know, seeing things before their time, etc. All the things that Aquarius represents, and also maybe wanting to socialize, but also keep your distance so that you can, you know, work in isolation and have the isolation so that you can wind down, etc. But this, to me, is saying that for some of you, even if you haven't got Leo in your chart, you will be exuding that Leo-esque-like quality. You know, this is the type of energy I feel that when things are more stable for you, when you gain some sort of rhythm, you are going to want to maybe have a lot of house parties, you know. If not house parties, depending on how old you are, then you may decide that, you know, because Aquariuses are very social anyway, but due to what was going on in the world, etc., it may have inhibited you from connecting with others. But this is an energy where it's almost like you're going to have an open house, like, and I'm not saying that in like, oh, come into my house, you know, anyone can come in. No, it's more of a case of like, how can I put it? You know, just being very warm, being very welcoming. This could be to your siblings also, especially if you haven't connected with them in a long time. You know, you may decide to throw a lot of parties, you know, you may decide to, you know, be more open with your time with this Leo energy, okay? Because in the past you may have felt that, like I said, you had a lot going on, you had no time, etc., whatever the case was. But this is about, for some of you, wanting to maybe decorate your home as well, you know, with more bright colors. This is about being creative as well. I'm thinking about fifth house energy, because Leos do rule the fifth house, and the fourth house does rule, you know, home, because it's ruled by Cancer, which is all about roots, self-care, emotions, children, etc. So you will find more fun at home. Maybe for some of you, you may have felt that in the past, you know, it has to be all about work. But this is about you actually making time for fun as well. Some of you may have children as well. Some of you may have a Leo child. Some of you may have a mother that's a Leo, or a Leo could be of importance to you. And this is about, you know, embodying the childlike qualities that you may have forgotten about when you were much younger, creating more from home as well. I am hearing and seeing, you know, having house parties for some of you, but, you know, just being more of a host. And I'm hearing decorating, yes. I'm also hearing that you may decide to bake more. You may decide to cook different dishes. This is going to be a time where most of your creativity is going to stem from home as well. But you are also going to be opening the doors of your home to others as well, to enjoy with you, and to maybe create. I'm hearing like some of you could have like a a blog, yes, but I'm hearing some of you could have a podcast. So you may decide to have like a podcast channel where it requires other females to actually it requires other females to connect with you, and this could be done from the sitting room in your home. This is why I'm seeing the energy of, a lot of females, being around, etc. But you're creating something. Or some of you could decide to have some sort of like red table tour. You know what Jada Pinkett does, or something like that. There's some sort of creative energy that you are going to be birthing, or that you have started already, but it's going to continue from the home. I also feel for some of you as well that this is like not the love part for me, but I'm feeling that some of you could actually be more experimental in regards to your connections with your partner as well. Some of you may decide that you want to get a poll put up for some of you, but some of you are going to be feeling more confident as well. And yeah, this is the energy of you just really being confident around the home, really being self-expressive around the home as well. You may decide to actually change your whole look, change your whole image. There's a lot of confidence going on here for you, which is very positive. Now let's move on to the fifth card, which rules romance, love, children, fertility, drama, joy, creativity. And we have the Devil card. So there is an energy of you feeling, some of you could be in some sort of secret relationship with someone. That's what I'm picking up. Or some of you may have, this is the Devil card. This is ruled by Capricorn, right? So there is an energy of, because the Queen of Wands is actually Leo, and Leo's ruled the fifth house. So it's a bit ironic that she's in the fourth house and she's looking at the Devil card. So this is the indication that you could get into a new relationship with someone. And again, if that's not the case, you could already be in an existing relationship, maybe with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. And I feel like things are going to be playing out a little bit differently between you and this individual, because like I said, maybe in the past it may have been all about work, but there is going to be a new surge of confidence where there will be a lot of experimenting. Some of you could actually be married to this individual, or some of you could actually decide to marry this person. This is a very profound connection where the intimacy is it's not light-hearted. This is the energy whereby I'm hearing like frantic lovemaking, etc. This is an energy where no matter how long you've been with each other, the love is still there, the lust is still there, the yearning is still there. There's an obsession here, but a healthy obsession between you and this individual. And for some of you, it could be a new person that you connect with, and you may want to keep this situation under wraps, but there's a lot of lovemaking going on, and this is where I picked up of your energy, Aquarius, where you may want to actually experiment, and you may want to do things with this person that you may not have done with anyone in the past, because you may not have felt, comfortable with whoever you were with in the past, but this person makes you feel comfortable. This person's going to show you a few tricks, is what I'm picking up, and you're going to show this person a few tricks as well, because you may have wanted to do certain things in previous relationships which you may have felt, like I said, you may have felt quite uncomfortable to do these types of things. But with this person, it's like anything goes with this person, literally anything goes. But you may want to keep this under wraps. If you are still in this relationship, then this is an energy of you and this individual, still being obsessed with each other, still I'm just hearing like crazy, dirty. And this is not supposed to be one of those readings, Aquarius, and you better be 18 listening to this, right? Or older, but it's just gonna get even more explicit between you and this person. So basically the fire will not burn out between you, yourself and this individual. And I feel like your solar plexus is going to be very bright. It's going to be radiating very brightly, I should say, more so than it may have done before. So there's the energy of you regaining your confidence. you know, feeling very attracted to this individual feeling very attracted to you, feeling very bounded to this person, not feeling as though you can't get enough of this individual. I'm hearing that to me a song, I Can't Get Enough of You. If you haven't heard it, check it out. But this to me is saying that your sex life this year is going to be hot, and if you are with an existing partner, it's going to remain hot and might even get even spicier, is what I'm picking up. Also, let's move on to love and children. So I feel for some of you, you may not want any children, and for others of you, you may actually be trying for a child, and you'll have fun doing it. It's what I'm picking up. So there could be, with the creativity in children there as well. There's also an energy of some of you wanting to get married first before you conceive, is what I'm picking up. Or some of you using precautions so that you don't conceive, because you may feel to yourself that you don't want any more children, or you don't want children. But that may, for some of you, that may not upset the other person, but for others of you, I get a sense that the other person may want to have children. That's for only a few of you. But for others of you, there's the energy of, you know, being in the flow of things and just having fun and enjoying the lovemaking that's going to occur. Also with the Devil card as well, I do pick up an energy of, again, through this act of lovemaking, and I didn't know that this reading was going to turn like this, Aquarius. Through this act of lovemaking, a child may be conceived through this relationship, because there's going to be a lot of intimacy going on here, which is going to bound you two together anyway, because I'm picking up that Saturnian energy with the Devil card, and Saturn is what binds us to things, right? Longevity and karma. So this is about you, and I say karma because, you know, Saturn does have that karmatic energy to it, where you can't take any shortcuts. You know, whatever you do, you have to make sure that you look through the fine print. You know, you can't take any shortcuts, and if you try and take any shortcuts, then you're gonna have to go right back to the drawing board again, right? So there's something karmatic about this connection, and I don't mean that in a detrimental way, because whenever we hear that word karmatic, we're thinking, oh my god, that's right. But it's more of a case of this is a very important connection. It's not one that's light. So if it's a new connection you're getting into, it may lead to a marriage and children. If it's an existing relationship, this does have an energy of you've been with this person for a long time. There are, you know, I'm hearing there is marriage involved here as well. So you may already have children. You may both decide that, you know what, we don't want any more. We're good with the kids that we've got. Let's just leave it there, but let's just still have fun, right? That type of energy as well. Maybe your children are older now, and maybe you may feel to yourself, okay, now we can walk around the house naked. Maybe we can just, you know, do what we always wanted to do it in every single room, or whatever the case may be, right? So it's like that type of energy as well. So let's move on, because I was not expecting it to go like that. So with the 6th card, it speaks about your health, fitness, systems, analytical nature, and service giving. 6th card represents Virgo, so I don't know if you guys can see it. And we've got Leo again, the Strength card. So this does indicate that, you know, we've got a lot of Leo in your chart, and we've got a lot of Sagittarius in your chart. So that, you know, those signs could be of importance to you this year, and Capricorn and Gemini. But with the Strength card in the reverse, it does speak about you really focusing on self. Again, I do pick up the energy of you thinking of ways that you can enhance your creativity, yes, I'm hearing, but also your confidence, because over the years something may have occurred which may have dampened your confidence, you know, which you had worked through, which you are going to find a way to come out of the other side this year. I feel, you know, this could be in regards to collaborating with others, gaining support from others, etc. But this does speak about you finding yourself again with the Strength card in reverse, or still working on finding yourself, remembering who you once were, but becoming a better version of yourself than how you were before. And if, you know, you were magnificent before, which I believe you are and you were, you're going to be even greater now with the Strength card. So this is about you working day by day to just build yourself back up again. Fitness, I feel like, yes, you may do a little bit of, you know, fitness, get back to the gym, or, you know, continuing going to the gym, but you're not going to be overworking yourself with the Nine of Wands right there. Realizing that, you know, everything has to be in balance, you know, with the Strength card in the reverse, and not overworking yourself is what I'm picking up. Also, analytical nature. This could also represent that some of you may feel quite fearful to execute certain projects and goals, because the Strength card is a very powerful card. You know, yes, the lady is taming the roaring lion, and it's an energy of her only being able to have that quiet confidence. Yeah, so having that quiet confidence to do so, knowing that she's got a lot of inner power and strength to tame this beast, right? But you may downplay your, you know, you may downplay your ideas, you may try and downplay, or there could be someone that makes you doubt yourself. There could be a Leo individual with the Strength card that makes you doubt your abilities, that makes you, you know, doubt who you are and if you can. It could be a boss, you know, is what I'm picking up. It could be someone that you may feel that you have to second guess yourself in regards to this person. You know, you may feel to yourself, you know, are my ideas good enough? Or, you know, there's something around that. But this could also be your energy. If you've got Leo in your chart, you may feel to yourself that you are not good enough for some sort of reason to go out there and execute your goals, or even though you are clearly going to break through from this energy, if you are going to be feeling in that way. And this could also be about if you're working in an environment, like a corporate environment, say, doesn't have to be, but if you're working in a group or a team, etc., you may not actually ask those questions in the meeting, even if you have some brilliant ideas. This could also represent you feeling as though your voice is not being heard, you know, not putting yourself out there when you clearly lead the whole team, that type of energy. So that's something to look out for. This is about believing in yourself, you know, and, you know, even sometimes people don't understand or get it. As long as you understand it and implement it, you know, that's the main thing, if you are allowed to, but not censoring yourself. That is the main thing right here. Strength card also for your energy in regards to service given. Yeah, there's going to be an energy of balance here as well for some of you, hopefully for all of you, because remember, this is a general reading. There's going to be an energy of balance as well. Again, with the Nine of Wands, like knowing when to hold back, knowing when to execute, knowing to create flow, knowing to create balance in your working environments as well, knowing when to be a leader, knowing when to give others a pass as well, knowing when to collaborate, etc. So this is about trying to find a balance, but at the same time remaining confident in oneself as well. Now let's take a look at your relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners, equality. Okay, so let's put that down. We have the Six of Cups. So this definitely indicates there's going to be a connection, maybe with a soulmate, I feel, for some of you. Now, for some of you, I'm picking up two things, because there's the Lover's card on top of the Six of Cups. So this does represent to me that for some of you, you could be marrying your soulmate this year, Or for others of you that are single, you could be connecting with someone that lives in your neighborhood that is someone from the past. You could be connected with someone from the past. I got that for, I believe, Cancer. So someone from the past could be coming back into your life, is what I'm picking up. And, you know, you may decide to actually give things another go. This person could be a Scorpio, or they could have Scorpio in their chart. You know, you may have lost connection with this individual. You may bump into this person, or if you are still connected to this individual, you may not have seen this person for a long time, but I'm getting a sense that the feelings still remain between yourself and this individual. For others of you, you may connect with someone through friends, you know, is what I'm picking up. But if you do, or when you do connect with this person, it's going to be as if you met them in a past life. Some of you may have like a Gemini North Node or South Node, and there is an energy of, you know, and it could be a Gemini you're connecting with this year, right? Or they could be, it could be a Gemini you're connecting with this year, but there's someone from your past that still holds a torch for you, is what I'm picking up. And you may still hold a torch for this individual also, right? So this is a clear sign that there's someone coming back in from the past. For others of you, if you're with this person in the now, this could actually result in a marriage, because we are on the 7th card, which represents the 7th house, marriage and contract. So you could actually be marrying your soulmate. You know, it's so beautiful. And, you know, I'm hearing rare, this connection that you have with this person, or that you're going to connect with. This, I'm really feeling it's someone from the past, and I'm feeling strongly for some of you, it's someone that you're with now, that you're just going to marry, because you know that, you know what, this is the one. This, no doubt, this is the one. And for some of you, again, you may have met this person when you was so much younger than you are now. But for others of you, it's a coming together of two souls that connected in the past life. This is how you will feel the relationship is. It's almost like you met this person already, and things may move quite fast. I remember I was reading something, and I don't really read the news, but I was reading a newspaper, and I read about a couple that just met each other. They got engaged in 2 weeks, and they're married now, and they bought a house together, or they're renting a house, and they look in love. Some could say, okay, it's honeymoon phase. You know, when you're in that honeymoon phase, Aquarius, you just think, you know what, this is it, etc. But as I was reading it, and as I was reading into the energy of what I was reading, and I looked at the pictures, I feel that they could actually, you know, go the distance, you know, because they do seem into each other, and you normally do when you first started out. But they had that feeling to me that, you know, they may have been searching for each other for a long time, and because they have now found each other, they're not going to waste this opportunity. So when I say that, I mean, like, in a sense of, in the female's previous relationships, she may not have been treated the way she wanted to be treated, but she may have wanted to get married and, you know, buy a house, but whoever she was with didn't want those things, and vice versa. Maybe the masculine and the connection may have been in a similar situation where he may have felt that the people that he was with didn't want those things, or he may have felt that this is not the type of person that I want to, you know, even though he wanted those things at the back of his mind, but he may have felt that these are not the type of people that I should connect with and do these things with, or he may have been overly generous with the wrong person, you know, and they knew somewhere out there is someone for me. So it's, to me, it's almost like they connected, and because they want these things for so long, when they finally met each other, it was like, aha, someone's on my page, someone's on my wavelength. So this is why it moved very quickly, because they're in sync and they're in flow. And, you know, I'm going deep with this, right? It's only one article I read, right? But this is why I say that sometimes these things can actually work out. So this could be the case for some of you. You may connect with someone and things may go quite fast, and you may get married to this person. Maybe, drawing when the North Node is in Gemini. We are in the North Node in Gemini, but things may go quite quickly and people may feel like, oh, you're moving too fast, but you may just have that inner knowing that this is my person. For others of you, it's someone from the past that could be coming back in. You could end up getting married, signing that contract. In regards to business partners, some of you are definitely going to find your soul tribe. This could have been the thing. Some of you have been going solo and enjoying going solo, doing things solo, but then thinking to yourself, I can do with a bit of help in this area, right? So that I can focus on other areas of my life, and then finding the dream person. This could also represent finding, childminders that can look after your children so that you can actually work on your projects. You could still be in the same home, but just knowing that, okay, I've got the au pair, or I've got my childminder, or I've got my business partner, I've got this team now, I've got this team that's going to help me. This is about connecting with the right team, finding the right team as well. This definitely, speaking of if you're in an existing relationship as well, about feeling those, just feeling blessed and feeling lucky, because it's so easy to be in a relationship sometimes and then not actually, just in the flow of things, and then just thinking, yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be, but just being thankful, because not everyone gets that opportunity to be with their true love, and just being thankful for that, and being appreciative for connecting with someone that is like-minded like you, not jeopardizing. And I say that lightly because we're all human beings. Sometimes we can do things and say things and then we think to ourselves, why do I do that? Oh my days. I am appreciative of this person. So it's about you making another person know how much you appreciate them, and vice versa, and just being very thankful to the person, to the universe, to both your ancestors for bringing you both together, and staying in that harmony of how things used to be when you first met. So keeping that sweetness and love and passion, as we can see with the Devil card, alive, even if you've been with this person for a long time. But there is an energy of you and this other person. For some of you, marrying this individual is what I'm picking up here. And if you do get married to this individual, then this is going to be like a fairy tale like wedding type of energy as well, or your relationship will be viewed as some sort of like fairy tale like connection. And this could also be in reference to if this person comes back from the past, they may come back in with an apology and an energy of being sorry and wanting to try again, and realizing during their absence that it has always been you, is what I'm picking up. This could be a connection that reignites through a phone call, or this person seeking you out on the internet. For some of you, is what I'm picking up. Someone that you may know of already. The person could be a Scorpio or a Gemini. Now let's take a look at the 8th card, which represents the 8th house, which is all about sex, intimacy, shared resources, tax assets, partners. So we have your energy. So we have the Aquarius card, because my Knight of Swords is my Aquarius card, right? And I'm tying in the cards together from the top as well. So we've got Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. So I feel like there's still an energy of you wanting to be quite detached, is what I'm hearing, in regards to your money. And this could also represent, this is Uranus energy. Uranus is that energy that is unorthodox. It's very sporadic. It's very, I'm hearing, shocking. So some of you, I feel, may see like something could happen quite quickly. And I feel like for some of you, if you get married, then obviously you and your partner may decide to merge your accounts together, have a savings account, etc. For some of you, you may still want to maintain that independence as well. So you may have like a joint account with your partner, but then you may also have your own account. Or for some of you, this is an energy I'm hearing that some of you may receive money spontaneously. And this could be from overseas as well. So especially if some of you are doing something like import, etc., then you will, because there is an energy of some of you receiving money this year in a non-conventional way, and this has something to do with overseas also. This could also represent the internet as well, right? Your main source of income could come from an internet-based business, but I feel like you will be receiving money from this enterprise, this business, etc. And this it could be the start of something. It could be something that's existing. It's up and down. So you may receive windfalls one month and the next month it's quiet. It's going to be quite erratic for some of you in regards to this money coming in. This could also speak about making sure that you both, yourself and your partner, if you have a shared account, you both are aware of your incomings and outcomings, not to shop, because the Knight of Swords, being Aquarius, to me anyway, I always get that energy. It's ruled by Uranus. Uranus is all about sudden shocks, etc. And this is about making sure you're both on the same page in regards to how much is being spent and how much is being put in. There may be, like I said, there's the energy of a windfall. There's the energy of making sure that you look at the fine prints of whatever you're signing so that there's no shocks, So you could sign a contract, say, and you didn't read the fine print, and you go into business with someone and they're taking the majority of your money. It's things like that. So just being quite cautious in that regard, okay? Yes, the resources are going to be up and down. So again, there's going to be a splurge of money and it may go quiet. So if you do get like this windfall, make sure that you are careful with how much you are spending from this, because things may go quiet for maybe a month or two and then you're going to get a large lump again. It's that type of energy I'm picking up. Okay, so let's take a look at the 9th card, which is ruled by the 9th house, which is also ruled by Sagittarius. So it's about travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, cross-cultural relation and learning. So yes, there's an energy here of you feeling at some point that you may want to, there's so much that you want to do, but there could be an energy of you feeling like you haven't got enough energy to, go after what you want to do. Now, going back to the Strength card, because I'm looking at the Strength card right here, which rules the, 6th house in your spread, you may feel a lack of energy in some regards, and it's I'm hearing like vitamins and just eating like fruits. If you are into fruits, it's quite hard for me to eat fruits, to be honest with you. I prefer to eat vegetables more than fruits, but this is saying to maybe focus on your intake of vitamins, drinking water, maybe eating red apples for some of you, maybe focusing on like oranges, grapefruits, pineapples. Vitamin C is what I'm picking up here for some of you. Maybe a lack of vitamin C, definitely energy of a lack of, and maybe cod liver oil. I'm not no chemist person, but this is what I'm picking up to help with the bones, to help with, the mind as well, to stay focused, to stay energized, is what I'm picking up. So that could be the thing. There's so much that you might want to do, but you may feel like I ain't got the energy. So just maybe focusing on, taking the right vitamins as well and getting enough sleep. So there is an energy of you feeling quite stuck and feeling like, oh, I don't have, I have energy to do this, or I haven't got enough to do this. So again, in regards to the money, make sure you save enough money, because there could be a lot of traveling going on this year. Maybe connecting with people overseas. Why am I here in Dubai? But Saudi Arabia for some of you, or there's this internet, etc. There's something around that, but there's definitely going to be some sort of feeling stuck in regards to wanting to move forward, but feeling like it's overwhelming. And if that's the case, then make sure you take a break, and also make sure you ask for support. So maybe speak to a friend that you trust that has a knowledge of what you want to go into, so that they can support you or refer you on to someone that is in that area of expertise that you are interested in. or maybe asking, you know, your boss, your company for a break if you feel worn out, if you feel like your work is taking over your life and there's actually things that you want to do creatively on the side, like a side hustle. You know, you know, if you want to actually go into education, because this is like the ninth house, right? Some of you may be doing a course that you may feel like you are not sure if you are in the right course, or you may feel like this work is too hard, I want to quit. This is talking about asking for that support. So if it means you speak to your tutor or you speak to the head coordinator of the course to find out what support there is for the course that you're doing, so that you can take extra classes to help you stay on track. You know, it's that type of energy, because yeah, for some of you, you could be going back to college, you could be doing something that's going to aid you in regards to your business, but there's an energy of you wanting to give up. There's an energy of you feeling like you're taking on too much. But whatever you're doing, it's going to help and aid you further along in your career. So this is about not giving up and taking the necessary steps to keep you on track. If you do feel like you need time out, tell your tutor, speak to somebody, you know, make sure you're getting enough rest, make sure you're taking your vitamins, make sure you're eating healthily also, right? Says the person that likes chocolate. But this is what I'm picking up from your reading, Aquarius. Just making sure that you are emotionally and mentally, physically, first and mostly strong enough to take on what you need to take on, because you know that it's going to actually lead you to more success, and not trying to shun away from it as well. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up for your ninth card. Let's move on to the 10th card, which rules your career, long-term status, reputation, experts, fame, men, and father. So we have the 8 of Cups. Oh, okay. So this is about, some of you could be leaving, some of you could actually be leaving a job, for some of you, yes. But also leaving, I feel the need to, there could have been an energy of you trying to live up to other people's expectations, or do things that you felt would please your parents, for some of you, not for all of you, or even your mother. But this is about you leaving expectations behind, moving forward into an area of work that is going to make you happy. You know, this is about leaving behind maybe any type of, you know, this year is about you finding your confidence, you stepping into your own, you not comparing yourself to others, you knowing that you are powerful, you knowing and relearning, I should say, that, because in my other deck I'm looking at the star, you relearning that you are actually magnificent, and finding your own path, finding your own truth, speaking your truth, being acknowledged for your truth, for your authenticity, and leaving behind a part of yourself that no longer resonates with you anymore. So now stepping back into your confidence and stepping back into your power and reliving your truth, you know, getting back on track, you know, and you actually, because this doesn't necessarily represent you leaving a job, this could actually represent you leaving a part of yourself behind that may have inhibited you from stepping forth into a space that you will be stepping into this year that's going to take you to that next level, realizing that it was you that may have held you back, or realizing, because the 8 of Cups can represent individuals' energies, realizing that other people were holding you back. It could be either or, Aquarius, right? And knowing that the only person that's going to take you to the top is yourself, but there's something that you need to leave behind, whether that's people, whether that's a way of being, viewing things. It's going to be left behind, which is going to open up a new pathway for you, which is brilliant, okay? because there's definitely success awaiting you. There's definitely victory, but there's going to be a realization of, I can't get to that next level with this thought process, or me hanging around with these people, or me trying to please my parents or my mother or my father. The only way I can do what's best for me is to leave this baggage behind, because I feel like for some of you it's been weighing you down. Now let's move on to the 11th card, which rules your sign, Aquarius. This is all about groups, clubs, organizations, and networking. Okay, so we have Knight of Pentacles, sorry, King of Pentacles. I don't know what that is on my finger, a bit of fluff on my jumper. So if you saw that, it's a bit of fluff on my jumper, right? And I do have turmeric on my nails, so bear with me. So anyway, the King of Pentacles. This does speak about you finding, I feel like it's more about you creating, because King of Pentacles represents Taurus. Taurus is all about stability, longevity, yes, in a sense of it's earth, it's rooted, it's grounded, and that's what I'm picking up, because this card is underneath, it was underneath the Devil card, and Devil card is also earth energy, and that's Capricorn energy, and that's also about, you know, being traditional, right? Being in a high position at work. So some of you are going to be finding a high position at work, or you could be the head of some sort of club or organization. There's something here around you starting your own group, you starting your own movement, you being the head of it, CEO, okay? Yes, it's masculine energy. Some of you could be going into business with a husband. Some of you could be married to a Taurus. Or a Taurus could be of importance to you this year. But there's something that you will be cementing. And there's something, you know, I'm hearing like head chairperson. Some of you could become a head chairperson, or you could collaborate with a chairperson. And there's definitely funding that's involved with whatever you're doing, because I'm looking at organizations. You know, you will be collaborating with different organizations. Some of you could be starting up your own charity. There's also an energy of you networking. Some of you are going to actually network with a very important person. So that's why your energy of working on yourself is going to be very important this year. Finding your confidence again, enhancing your energy as well. This could be done through meditation for some of you as well, focusing on balancing your chakras, focus on your sacral chakra, focus on your solar plexus as well, and root chakra with that red energy right here, right? And I feel like some of you are going to connect with a very important male figure. This person could be a Capricorn. This person could also be a female embodying these energies. This person is a business owner, and it will be very beneficial for you to either go to this person's seminar or connect with this person in some way, because this person will actually help you a lot, because you could be going into an area where this person has actually made a business out of a specific area that you are interested in going into, or it could be completely separate anyway. But whoever this individual is, I feel like this person may help you. You may collaborate with this person. This could actually be you, and if it is you, then again you could be meeting a King of Pentacles individual that you can go into business with. Or this could be some sort of funding, as mentioned before. Someone may invest in a company that you have started, and this person's very big in the game. Capricorn energy right there. This could be a mentor for some of you. This could be a Taurus, but this person, I feel like you should work closely with this individual this year, because this person may invest money, or they may mentor you, or they will connect you with the right people that can help you. But this is also saying to me that you are going to start your own movement, your own organization. You will become the boss of it. Going back to the first card, you'll be known for this. Whether it's on the internet, whether it's in your community, you're going to be known for this. It's very powerful. Now let's go to the 12th card, which is ruled by Pisces. 12th card speaks about endings, rehabilitation, self-healing, isolation, and karma. Wow, King of Wands. So again, guys, this is Leo energy, this is Sagittarius energy. There's someone, for some of you, I'm hearing the one that got away. For others of you, this is someone coming back in. For others of you, this is someone that you're with in the now. So with this card right here, this does represent you, because we've got the King and Queen of Wands. These are counterparts. So this is an energy of you really focusing on self, you really focusing on balancing out your masculine and feminine qualities and combining the two together, executing your masculine energies when you're going after a goal or project, realizing and finding your power and your confidence again, and actually being unapologetic about it. You're going to be unstoppable this year, Aquarius. Is what I'm picking up with this reading. I'm getting goosebumps. You're going to be unstoppable this year. And again, some of you have got that Leo energy, and this is about you actually feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And some of you, yes, if you are in that 9 of Wands energy right now, this is about you planning. But when you come out, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with whatever that is. And you going into self and doing the work. This is about you doing the work. Picking at pieces and really analysing, like, why do I act the way I do? What is stopping me? What is blocking me? It has been me that's been blocking me. I've re-listened to what other people have been saying to determine my self-worth when it's not actually true. I'm allowed to make mistakes. It's okay that I made those mistakes. That's who I was back then. This is who I am now. Your thoughts of who you think I am doesn't determine who I am. I know who I am. I know what I've overcome. It's having those talks with yourself. It could also be, you putting yourself out there to talk about your story. With the King of Wands. King of Wands is bold. He's passionate. He's charismatic. He's a leader. You leading others out of old patterns, old ways of being through your own actual experiences. Because remember, 12th house is ruled by Pisces. Remember what I spoke about when I mentioned about, those 4 archetypes, Virgo, Pisces, Sag, and Gemini. They all belong to the mutable group, right? But we all learn. Gemini's like early learning. Virgo is, Virgo's like college, and Sagittarius energy is like university, PhD, and that's what I picked up. Some of you could be doing like a heavy course like that, feeling as though you can't sustain it, when in actual fact you can if you go out there and gain the support, or just maybe, don't overburden yourself, study at your own pace, but let your tutor know and ask for support for the course, etc. And then the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces, is about what has one learned about their experiences, all the lessons that we've learned outwardly. Now it's about, sorry about that, butterflies, now it's about telling that outwardly now. Going inward and learning about self and doing the inner work. This is about inner work. Putting an end to a way of being, a way of viewing oneself, right? And coming out more powerful, coming out more strong, and leading others into their brilliance. Aquarius, Happy New Year. That was a reading and a half. I did not expect that. Before I forget, I'm actually going to pull some oracle cards, because I think I forgot to pull from Cancer, unfortunately. These are my Chakra wisdom cards, which are amazing. So let's see. What message do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus for the year 2022? We've got quite a lot. Oh yeah, okay. Chakra, solar plexus, oneness and unity. And I did mention to focus on that. I accept the oneness of all life, and I know I am one with others on this journey. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in all around me. I see everything as part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this brings harmony into my life and into theirs. So again, you know, this is a very important chakra to focus on, your solar plexus. And, you know, to me and to other people, solar plexus is actually ruled by the sign Leo. So even if you haven't got Leo in your chart, this is a very important year to really focus on your confidence, really focus on your solar plexus, to reignite your confidence as well. And this does, to me, speak about you leading others, you accepting parts of yourself that you may not have accepted before, realizing things about yourself that you may have kept hidden, about your brilliance, about how amazing you are, about how confident you are, and being a role model to others. You know, through accepting yourself, you now then accept others, and you lead others into their greatness. King of Wands. Okay, so this is about staying on your path, and the same energy you give to others, give that to yourself as well. And the same way you know, uplift others, uplift yourself as well. And then we also have fourth chakra. I'm open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. This is about opening up your heart. So again, some of you may have been single for a while, but through doing the work, opening up your heart chakra, you're going to see blessings come towards you as well. And again, this could also represent that, you know, you will be connecting with a soulmate this year as well. Some of you felt that you have lost your chance in love. That's not true. But before anything comes into fruition, doing the work on oneself and opening up the heart. For some of you, I'm feeling like maybe your heart chakra was blocked. Opening up your heart and learning that you are deserving of love as well, and working on the wounds that kept your heart blocked for some of you. So heart chakra meditation may be of importance to some of you as well. And knowing that you're loved as well. Maybe really feeling this year, or whoever you're with or who you connect with, that I am deserving of this love. Knowing that you're deserving of love and being loved. So we have, I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I'm persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I love this card. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment, and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is a part of my life. So this is seventh chakra, crown chakra. So this is about being in a state of bliss, like making that time for meditation, making that time to connect with oneself, you know, being in flow. I kept mentioning that for your reading for some reason, because I feel like it's going to be hectic, but once you ground yourself, there's going to be moments where you're going to need to just ground yourself. During those moments, meditate, or if you pray, but just ground yourself and be okay with being still, right? So then we have first chakra, base chakra. I did mention that. It says, I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgence as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could have not acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. This is about finding that stability with oneself as well. And I mentioned that before, forgiving ourselves for what happened in the past, and, you know, realizing, you know what, I'm human, and actually trying to move forward from past mistakes, because we do make mistakes. None of us are perfect. So this is about finding stability also with that base chakra energy, and being okay with being still, being okay with, you know, stabilizing yourself, you know, and knowing that whatever path you're on will lead to your stabilization, if that makes any sense, because there's something that could take you to that next level. But you could be thinking to yourself, boy, I don't even know if I'm cut out for this. You are cut out for this, Aquarius. You know, think of all the pros as opposed to the cons, and then you'll remember why you're on this journey. This also speaks about, you know, yeah, this, to me, it's just about stabilizing. And I feel, again, for some of you, you're going to be on the go, so it may be quite hard to, but just taking that time out to ground yourself, like, okay, I need help, or I need a break. Taking that break. Whilst in that break, you know, enjoying spending time just being and meditating or praying or just doing something that you enjoy, creating, etc. Being at home, shutting the world away, etc. Right? Finding your base, finding your soul tribe as well. And also this can speak about not being in fear of not having enough, right? Because there's going to be an energy for some of you where you may receive windfalls and then it may be quiet for a while, but, you know, stabilizing your finances so that it doesn't run out quickly, etc. Investing in things that could be of use in the future, not just in the here and the now. These two energies. This could be speaking about spending frivolously. Did I say that right? So not being in that energy anymore is what I'm picking up. Being in the energy of maybe investing as well. This could be like investing abroad, maybe into a business, maybe into a property, etc. Land, you know, investing wisely. You know, some of you could be thinking about investing in a home, making that purchase. That will be a very brilliant purchase. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I can go on. Really enjoyed your reading. I will speak to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Peace out.